Hello and welcome to this review of the Busker Irish Whiskey Single Grain. Single grain, so this is 88.6 proof or 44.3% alcohol, 44.3, 750 milliliter bottle. It's getting humid out here, so now the bottle's sweating. The bottle's colder than the outside air. Okay, and the bottle's just sitting in the house. I think this is a 2020 bottle. It says produced by the Royal Oak Distillery Limited, Clorrusk, Lower Carlow in Ireland, in the Irish Republic. So imported by Disaronno International. Yeah, Disaronno. So Royal Oak Distillery is not that old, but they did give tours, but then their recent website, the last 3 years, has said no tours anymore. But that might change. Maybe they had trouble after the scamdemic getting people to work there or something. One of our 3 traditional Irish whiskeys. So they make the blended, the green label, which is a blend of column still, copper pot still, and single malt. Then they sell the components: single grain, the grain whiskey; single malt, the malt whiskey; copper pot still. So they got like the red label here, the green label, the blended, that's their flagship. There's like a gray label, which I think is the copper pot still, and the blue label, which is the single malt. But I could have that reversed. But anyway, I wasn't searching for this. I didn't know anything about beautiful sweet finish at last. I didn't know anything about this product except I've seen it around, and then Walmart had it on closeout for $10 a bottle for the Busker red label single grain and the green label, the blended, all the 3 components blended together. So I said, for $10 I'm buying it. Now if they'd have had all 4 bottles, the blended and the 3 components of the blended, for $10 each, obviously I'd have bought all 4 full-size bottles of Irish whiskey for $40. I've been out of my mind to not buy it. Now, my friend David was like, get them for me, get them for me. I said, okay, so I bought him the green and this one. And then a week later, they were all gone. You know, anytime Walmart has a price like that, it's gone. I mean, if you think about it and say, I'm going to come back tomorrow, well, it's not going to be there tomorrow, okay? And then, like, they had Bird Dog bourbon whiskey, $10. So, and like one day it was gone, and I bought a bottle. So he said he really liked the green label, but he wasn't too thrilled with the single grain. And we did a trio review, my daughter, her friend, and myself. And back last month in back 2 months ago, and we thought it was kind of bland, honestly. Put the cap back on before this thing tips over in the grass and spills. But I'll be fair, give it it's harder to do duo or group tastings because I'm just like trying to think, like, did I let everybody talk at the same amount? You know, did I cut somebody off? You know, it's like too much busyness in my mind. So I like to do solo reviews so I can concentrate better. So it's very pale yellow straw, like straw, clear as a bell. So I would assume it's corn, maize if you live in Europe. Corn, ethanol at 44.3, yeah, it was 44.3, pretty nice. All right, so a lot of companies do this. They'll take the pieces that make the whole and they'll sell the pieces sometimes for an elevated price, like you're getting something special, but really you're just getting a piece of their normal product. All right, but I'll be fair, open-minded. Are there video reviews for this, written reviews? I assume there are plenty. I haven't looked them up yet, but I will when this is over. So yeah, there'll be many. Take a while to get through them. It's like sweet corn. It's kind of like if you open a can of whole kernel corn, whether it be Libby's or Green Giant or Best Choice or Always Save or Food Club or whatever brand. Just think of that, because they're all about the same. But think of that without the salt, no sodium, just not low sodium. Think about it if they made one with no sodium, just like literally the corn with nothing else, and I guess water. Oh well, here comes the Kansas City Southern, now known as the CPKC Railroad. Canadian Pacific Kansas City Railroad. Canadian Pacific bought Kansas City Southern, but all the trains are still labeled. The engines, Kansas City Southern. Northbound to Baton Rouge and then Memphis, across to Kansas City, I guess. You think that was going fast? You ought to hear it come through at 2 in the morning. Now, I know there's ordinances where it's only supposed to go so fast through a town around here, but 2 in the morning, it's flying. Yeah, so sweet corn, I don't know what else to say. Sweet, fermented, then distilled corn. Smells nice. I like sweet corn. Whole kernel corn. Eating some recently. Okay, so taste Chuz. Yeah. It's sort of like closing in on mellow corn. If you ever had mellow corn, which is a bottled and bond corn whiskey from Kentucky, that's 100 proof. This is, like I said, 88.6, so 11.4 less proof. It's kind of like that, really, when you think about it, because that one is just so sweet corn, because that's basically all it is. But I mean, it could be a corn whiskey in the United States could have other grains. It just has to be at least 80% corn. You see, straight corn whiskey, bonded. The secret to our single grain is choosing the highest quality spirits, plural, and combining them with our hand-selected casks, barrels. Take a journey with the Busker Single Grain as we start off with sweet caramel, I said sweet, and soft vanilla combined with delicious oak notes. Okay, so it's really a blend of different grain whiskeys. I would assume corn, maize, and the best oak cask, because every bottle of whiskey I ever buy on planet Earth says the same thing, that it's premium, it's exceptional, and they use only the finest grains and the best and most select barrels or casks. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. All right. Sweet caramel. I'll go along with the vanilla. It's got vanilla from the oak. Probably might have been charred oak barrels used in 1971 and then sent, for bourbon, then sent to Ireland and used for Irish whiskey ever since. So well-seasoned barrels, let's call it. Medium body, mostly dry finish, a little semi-sweet, but it's probably like 70% dry, 30% sweet in the finish, really. Is it bitey? No, it isn't at all. It is super smooth, like, like they're kind of, like portraying it, so. I mean, I like it. If you look on Total Wine & More, it's like a $35 bottle, maybe more. But for $10 at Walmart, it's madness. Now, I haven't run those kind of sales in a year, so I guess they closed out everything they wanted to get rid of, and now everything's regular price. But they got a lot of stuff just sitting there in that like overflow section. And I'm thinking, how long are you going to keep that bourbon cream on the shelf? Like, it's made with cream. It's not going to have an endless shelf life like a straight bourbon. You might want to discount it since clearly no one's paying $27.99 to buy it. That was the Ezra Brooks. They had it, the old version, for $11.99. $11.99. Great product. So they upped the ABV to 33 proof. And the price jumped. They said it was a much better bourbon cream. Price jumped to $27.99 from $11.99. I don't know. It looked like they haven't sold 2 bottles since, and I haven't bought it. I'm not paying that. No. Is it going to be better? Yeah, it's probably better, but I'm not paying $27.99 to find out. Now, that's an extraordinary jump. Now, this was an extraordinary discount, right? 35 to 10. For a grain whiskey, and I don't have a lot of experience with pure grain, with no malted aspects of it, but yeah, it's fine. To me, it's fine. I don't take issue with it. It could be more exciting, but remember, it's a piece of something, and that's cool to taste the pieces. Really, I think that's pretty interesting, right? Let's get Crown Royal to take their 50 whiskeys. They say they use 50 different whiskeys in their blend. Let's get them to take each of those 50 whiskeys and sell each one individually. Could try each one, right? Sweet, sugary sweet. No bitterness, of course. Not very woody, or oaky, I should say. But it's mellow. It's as mellow as the day is long. To me, I think it's gonna compete very well with the other Irish whiskeys I have. Now, remember, the other Irish whiskeys I have, they're all blended. Every one of them is triple distilled, except for 2 gingers, which is double distilled. That's a unique one. But I think it's gonna compete. I may be able to tell them apart. When I do the competition, I think I'll be able to tell them apart, because I'll just be able to focus on vanilla and sweet corn, and there won't be any, and this mild, and the vanilla's from the oak, so that'll be it, vanilla and sweet corn, and I think I'll be able to tell it apart. So time will tell. So if you've had it, let me know what you think about it, or if you've had their main line, their flagship, the green label triple distill, let me know what you think about the Busker. I'm gonna have to go look up Disaronno's main website. I don't know if they actually own Royal Oak Distillery, but they're definitely in collaboration with it to a large extent. And that happens a lot in the whiskey world, where they don't necessarily own the company, but they like make an agreement to control the distribution, and so then they may as well, in the marketing, so they may as well own it. It's like they're under their protector. It's like a protectorate. And a lot of times that does lead to a direct buyout. Yeah, it does lead to that. All right, so Les Le Bon Temps Relais, I'm going to score it. I'm going all over the place with it. Like here, there, don't know what to say. But I think I don't recall what we said. It was lower than what I'm going to give it. I'm going to go 93. And could it go higher? I don't think I'd go lower now. Just thinking about it a little bit better. Yeah, 9.3 out of 10. A most excellent product. A little bit different, but I think the score could change. I don't think it'll go lower. So y'all go to Ireland, and if they start tours again, take a Royal Oak Distillery. I'm trying to say too many things at once. Distilling. A Royal Oak Distillery. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm trying to double up what I'm saying. A Royal Oak Distillery tour.